5, 3, 2, 1, 0. So, good evening to all of you, friends. And this is yet another session by the Empress of SAT reading section, Ma'am Momita, right? So, in today's section, Ma'am would be exploring something which you have never come across, right? The topic wise question she is going to have, and she is going to highlight these questions, right? So each and every moment of this session is going to be very, very important, right? Because you are attending Momita's ma'am session, right? So without any delay, I just give all of you to Momita's ma'am session. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello, good evening, everyone. So, we are live with yet another session. Hello, I hope everyone is there in my session. Hello, good evening to each and everyone, each and every folks, and each and every student, and each and every aspirants. So, wish you a very lovely evening today. So, today we will be starting a extract from the what I say from the father of psychology, from the extract written by father of psychology, who is none other than Sigmund Freud. I hope you have heard of this name, who have given us the theory of subconscious mind, conscious mind, and the unconscious mind. That is the ego, the super ego, and the ID, which is the identification. Okay, so here we go with our passage of this evening. So let us switch into the topic. So yes, last day's topic, I mean, in comparison to today's topic, is quite different. It's very much variant from each other topic. So in our last day's topic, we were discussing about the evils or the corruption which were being faced by the underprivileged society or by the pauper nurses who belongs to the lowest strata of the society, as well as to the negligence of the authority the responsibility which is not being fulfilled by the higher authority. Okay. So today we will be coming to a completely different variation. That is the interpretation of the dreams, as you can see on my screen. It is the introductory remarks from the book The Interpretation of Dreams by Sigmund Freud, the father of psychology. Okay, so the father of psychology was previously being known as the Wilhelm Wundt, but currently, after the postulation of his theory of the conscious, subconscious, and the unconscious theory, the father of the psychology is being entitled to none other than Sigmund Freud, who speaks about the variation and all the intensity of our mind, about psychology, that how our mind reacts to the different circumstances, different scenarios. Okay, so today we will start with that, and after that, I will brief you the summary. So let us start. Okay, I hope everyone is live now with me. I mean, everyone is present with the live session. Okay, I could see many of the names. Ria Ghosh. Hello, Ria. How are you? Good evening to you. Very good evening to you, each and everyone. Hello, Pranay. Hello, hello, Tripti. Hello, Vishal. Good evening to each and everyone. So let's straight get into the extract. Okay. In attempting to discuss the interpretation of dreams, I do not believe that I have overstepped the bounds of neuropathological interest. For when investigated psychology, the dream proves to be the first link in a chain of abnormal psychic structures whose other links, the hysterical phobia, comma, the obsession and the delusion. So everyone, do you know what is the meaning of delusion here? Okay, so I will tell you that word delusion means a type of idiosyncratic imageries which comes to our mind. It is a type of illusion or hallucination which is not in reality. It is not present in reality. We are in the world of imagination or fancy. Okay, We are being captivated in the emotions of psychology, and we are fancying or imagining weird things which are not real. Okay, so that means delusion. So, what the author is saying that in attempting to discuss the interpretation of dreams, I do not believe that I have overstepped uh, that I have overstepped the bounds. The bounds here means the limitations or the boundaries. Okay, so mark it down. The bounds means limitations or the boundaries of neuropathological interest. Neuropathological means something psychology which is being related to nerves. Neuro means nerves, neurons. Okay, that the brain is being connected with a series of nerves along with the spinal cord or the vertebral column, which is a very quintessential part of our body. If we cannot, if we cannot if we do not have a good supporting nervous system, that our brain cannot interpret. We cannot interpret to the views. We cannot interpret to people. Okay, so this is related to neurons, neurology, and as well as psychology. So don't mix up neurology with psychology. Those are the variant things. Obviously, they are the part of brains, but the different variations of brains. Okay. So neurons means it is related with nerves. That means the optic nerves. Optic nerves are there. Many sort of nerves are there, which are very important and stay and which remains in the vertebral column. Okay. So now overstepped means exceeded the imagination power or imagining power, that we are already in a necromancy or in a magical world or in a captivated world, enthralling world, which is in reality next to impossible. Overstep the bounds of neuropathological interest for when investigated psychology. So then when practically he investigated or get into the case that what is being happening, why such hallucination or idiosyncratic memories or imaginations are coming to me now and then. It's not normal that if you fancy, that if you daydream each and every time, so it's not possible. Okay, so just a second. Am I visible to everyone? Please put a yes or no in the comment box. I'm waiting. Then I will start the session again. Okay, okay. Okay, thank you. So let us proceed again. So where were we? Okay. So the for when investigated psychology when practically the author came to know that what is the problem behind it, that why such hallucinations and why such intuitions are coming in my mind. It's not normal. Okay. For when investigated psychology, the dream proves to be the first link in a chain of abnormal psychic structures. So, what is dream? What do you mean by dream? Anyone, please write on your own words in the comment box so that I could know that there are many variations of dreams, many definitions of dreams. What do you think? That a dream is a thing which is not real. When we are in deep sleep or slumber, we back to an unconscious mind or a subconscious mind. So as I told you that according to the theory of Sigmund Freud, there are three stages of our mind: the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind. The id, that is the identity, the ego, and the superego. Okay. So, for example, I would like to tell you that in a dream, we see people. Okay, we cannot say the dream, or we cannot define dream as a complete hallucination or something idiosyncratic. According to Sigmund Freud and Wilhelm Wundt, Okay, we know that in dream we imagine things or see people, the people whom we have seen in reality. Suppose you are walking, suppose you are walking through a railway station, and someday you will see that after some time you will in when you will be walking through a public place or a railway station, you will see numerous people, huge number of people you could see. It's not possible for your brain to what I say, to input all the memories, or you could not realize the people if you see for the second time. Okay, but in your unconscious or subconscious mind, that memory is being stored. Okay, that memory is being stored. That means the people which you have seen, or the person who you have seen for a glimpse or for a second, is already, it is being already, uh, it is being all what I say, it is being already in your subconscious mind. So whenever you start, you see in dream, whenever you start dreaming or see those peoples, you will realize that I haven't seen those people ever in my life. But whenever you have traveled through a crowdy place or through a station or a bus stand, your brain has captured that memory just like a camera. Just like a camera, suppose you are standing and posing in front of a place. Okay, you will see that many of the pictures of the other people also comes, or a unknown tree or an unknown house or unknown people comes with that picture in the background. So similarly, our brain works as the camera and just captures the background people who you are not aware of, to your memory and to your brain and your mind. Okay, okay, so I hope up till this it is clear. So where are the comments in the comment box? So I want that, are you listening or are you getting my point of the Sigmund Freud, what Sigmund Freud was telling? So let us see. Let us see that how many people are active in the session, who is being very interested of the psychology and the theory of psychology by Sigmund Freud. How many people are interested? I cannot see any other comments except good evening, good evening. So up till this paragraph, of all of you are clear or not, that up till this delusion part, up till this delusion part, is this okay? Everyone please try. Okay, okay, yeah, sure. I will sort out this problem. I think maybe there's some network issue. Yeah, I think there is some problem. Is it clear now? Is my video coming, Tripti? Can you please confirm me that am I visible or not along with my screen? Please tell me, then I could proceed. Investigative psychology then practically. So, okay, am I visible? Okay, okay, okay. And so, other what other people are doing? Please comment. Please leave a comment in the comment box. Are you not interested in this topic? Okay, so let us continue. Must interest the physician for practical reasons. So that why such sort of weird dreams, that nightmares are coming, which are not which are not connected to reality. Why such problem is being coming? The dream can lay no claim to a corresponding practical significance. However, its theoretical value is very great. No one who cannot explain the origin of the content of dreams will strive in vain to understand phobias, obsessive and delusional ideas, and likewise the therapeutic importance. So, here, phobias means that is a type of fear. Okay, a type of fear or a type of appalling creature. So it is a phobia. And obsessive means that you are over possessive to anything else, that you are too much obsessive. It is a type of addiction to yourself. So it is obsessive. And delusional means that the idiosyncratic imageries or dreams or something which is a hallucination or illusion is coming into your mind, even in your dream or maybe in a reverie. And likewise, their therapeutic importance. Therapeutic importance means it's a type of counseling. It's a type of counseling, psychological counseling, in order to overcome those fears, delusion, and obsession. Okay. Okay, anyone could please tell me in the comment significance. However, its theoretical value is very great. And one who cannot explain the origin of the content of dreams will strive in vain to understand the phobias, obsessive, delusional ideas, and likewise the therapeutic importance. So we have done up till this. While this relationship makes our subject important, it is responsible also for the deficiencies in this work. The surfaces of fracture, which will be frequently discussed, correspond to many points of contact where the problem of dream. Now, is it okay? Is my camera working? Okay, thank you. So let us proceed. Yeah. Okay, so what they were telling that, I mean, Sigmund Freud is telling, he is personally giving a suggestion that if you face with such of hallucination or sort of weird thinkings or weird imageries, etc., your delusion is coming, something which is not at all connected with reality is coming. So we must go for psychological counseling to a practicing counselor. Okay. While this relationship makes our subject important, it is responsible also for the deficiencies in this work. The surfaces of fracture, which will be frequently discussed, correspond to many points of contact where the problem of formation informs more comprehensive problems of psychopathology, which cannot be discussed here. These larger issues will be elaborated upon in the future. So Sigmund Freud is telling that the relationship between the dream and the reality. Okay, he is speaking about that there must be some deficiency or there must be some drawbacks in our whole system, or maybe there is some there's emotional problem, or maybe due to some sort of depression. Okay, the surfaces of the fracture. Fracture means that there is some problem. The fracture here means there is some problem or the drawback. Fracture here means the drawback or the which will be frequently discussed, correspond to many points of contact where the problem of dream formation informs more comprehensive problems of psychopathology. So there that why such sort of dreams are coming. If we consult with a practicing counselor, then we could know that where are the drawbacks or the flaws, or where we are lagging behind. So likewise, as we nurture our body, we must nurture our mind too. Okay, as we have our pathology doctor, we have also our doctor of our mind or psychology. So brain is also constantly working 24/7. So it could also be, there could be some minute problem or maybe a major problem. So nothing to worry. If you are going with some psychological problem, that does not mean that you are psycho or you are mad. Okay, there could be some minute problems also. I don't know, even in this country, that we cannot change this what I say, this type of thinking. It is so much they don't know that if there is some psychological problem going on, then he or she must be mad or psycho. They always think that they are mental, they are undergoing some mental problems. Okay, so it is not that. There are, as I said you, that there are various stages of mind or various phases of mind. Likewise, there are different psychological variations. The mental or the psycho, what we tell as a mental or totally mad, is the last stage. Okay, it's the last stage where we, but even if we are facing something, depression or any sort of problem, ego problem or super ego problem, we must consult a we must go to a psychologist or maybe a counselor, psychic counselor, who could solve your problem, solve what you are going with, what the conflict is going on with your brain and your heart. He or she could solve it. Okay, it is not that you will suppress it and you will not go to the doctor. It will not happen. But in sometimes the mental problem degrades and it deteriorates, and it can be very much fatal also. So that's why we must go to a doctor and we must try to treat it from the initial stage before it's very long, very late. Okay, so nothing to worry. It's hard. It's hard time, guys. It's height now. We must break all the stereotypes. Okay, we must break all the stereotypes, that we must speak to each other, speak to each and every person regarding our problem. Okay, it is nothing to be ashamed of. If you are undergoing any psychological problem or any problems regarding to mind, it is not your fault or your drawbacks, neither your surroundings. There should be some problem is there. Just like likewise a machine, the machine or a laptop or a desktop always faces a problem. Likewise, our human brain is also not less than a computer. Okay, it have innumerable random access memory, RAM, more than 4 GB, more than 16 GB. Okay, there are memory to store. So obviously it could have a minute problem or a minor problem. So nothing to worry or nothing to be ashamed of. That you are not committing a crime, or you will not be put into an asylum if you have such problem. So that the thing Sigmund Freud was telling, that there are three stages of mind: the conscious, the unconscious, and the subconscious. Okay, am I clear up till this? Please, anyone? Tripti, can you please tell me that I am completely visible or not? Is my camera properly working or not? Please, anyone? Just say yes or no. Anyone? Then I would go to the further passage because it's a very complicated one. So the expressions are very much important along with the reading session. Please, anyone could confirm that whether my camera is properly working or not. Yeah, after that I will give you all the explanations, and I will definitely I will brief up. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's happening with the camera portion. Okay, so let us go ahead with the other points. Okay, so psychopathology, which cannot be discussed here, these larger issues will be elaborated upon in the future. Peculiarities in the material I have used. So I'm coming to this part. Okay, peculiarities peculiarities in the material I have used to elucidate the interpretation of dreams have rendered this publication difficult. So there are many such peculiarities found in this passage, which we will be going forward. So there, the interpretation of the dreams or the interpretation of our brain is being elucidate means. Do anyone know what is the meaning of elucidate? Elucidate here means that signifies. Someone is signifies. Okay. Okay. Have rendered the publication developed. Rendered means sort of published or featured. Okay. The work itself will demonstrate why all dreams related in scientific literature or collected by others had to remain useless for my purpose. In choosing my examples, I had to limit myself to considering my own dreams and those of my patients who were under psychoanalytic treatment. So, as I told you that Sigmund Freud is being the father of psychology, so he had postulated the theory of psychoanalytics. So, here psychoanalytics consists of the three stages of mind: the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind. Okay, so the unconscious mind is that whenever we dream, and the subconscious material or the scenes or the people which comes into our dream. Okay, and conscious is obviously when we are having conversation, when we are working, or when we are in an active stage. And the subconscious and the unconscious is obviously in the dormant stage or the sleeping stage. Okay, so here, Sigmund Freud is not only speaking of the problems of the dreams, but also the case theory of his patients who have approached to him. I was restrained from utilizing material derived from my patients' dreams by the fact that during their treatment, the dream processes were subjected to an undesirable complication, the intermixture of neurotic characters. So, I was restrained means Sigmund Freud was restrained or having a barrier or an obstacle from utilizing material. Utilizing material means looking into it, looking into it that whether it could be betterment, whether it could be done for any betterment or not. Okay, by the fact that during their treatment, I was restrained from utilizing material I derived from my patient's dreams. Suppose all of we are accustomed about the hallucination. Okay, or the thing by the oscillation motion, a people or a person or a patient is being uh, kept into an unconscious stage. I hope everyone knows. So that is the thing. The whenever the counselor or a patient, a counselor or a patient or a psychoanalyst looks to his patient, what he does? He does a hallucination type of thing. A mechanism which is known as hallucination is being taken, where a substance is being used to oscillate from this side to a turn to and fro in order to keep the patient in a resting or a unconscious stage where he could remind that in his dreams why such weird things comes, why such disturbing images are coming and uh, making him a phobia to a phobic person. Okay, so I was restrained from utilizing material derived from my patient's dream by the fact that during their treatment, the dream processes were subjected to an undesirable complication. Okay, suppose when the people is being put to sleep by the hallucination, okay, by the hallucination by to and fro of a subject, by the psychoanalyst or the psychologist, you will see that after that stage, when the patient gets up from the dream or from that stage, he or she does not remind any of the thing. Okay, he just become oblivious or totally forget each and everything. Okay, so this is the thing. So Sigmund Freud is saying that I cannot utilize the things or cannot make help in order for the treatment of the patient, because those disturbing images or disturbing memories can cause a harmful effect on the brain or the mind of the patient. Okay, we should not use anything disturbing or anything harmful, or we should not say utter any sort of words which could harm the mental stage of a person, because the harm could be, it could be permanent also. He could totally turn into a psycho person or a mad person or totally mental. Okay, so we should not utilize those things which are harmful and which are disturbing images. Okay, so that was being done by Sigmund Freud. Okay, so before I go further, so please, each and every one of you, every people who is watching me, please like, subscribe, and share the video as soon as possible and as much as possible. Okay, and thanks for having been a very lovely audience and a supportive audience. Okay, so you all are feel free to please comment on the comment box that if you are having or facing any problem regarding the psychoanalytics by Sigmund Freud, because it's a very complicated thing. Okay, complicated theory, so you need to totally indulge into it and totally concentrate. Okay, and if you are facing any sort of problems or any sort of phrases you are not getting, please you are feel free yourself and please comment on the comment box so that I could solve all of your queries. Okay, and please do like, share, and subscribe our channel, that is the SATLAS. Okay, so let's proceed. So where were we? That the patient's dream, by the fact that during their treatment the dream processes were subjected to an undesirable complication. That undesirable complication means that the person could turn into mad, that a person could turn into mad, imageries which was haunting the person, or which has turned the people, that patient into phobic okay, and he or she is suffering from insomnia, in order he is fearing from dreams, weird dreams or nightmares. It could be a permanent harm and which is unrepairable. Okay, so we should not tell such hard things which harm the people, especially their mind. Okay, the intermixture of the neurotic characters. That characters, that means which is being interconnected with the neurons or the nerves or our central nervous system. Okay, which is the very quintessential part of our life as well as our body. If our brain cannot interpret, we could also go to the coma or the, what I say, the partial coma situation, if our brain cannot interpret. So that situation is known as the coma. On the other hand, in discussing my own dreams, I was obliged to expose more of the intimacies of my psychic life than I should like, more so than generally falls to the task. So, on the other hand, the author is saying that in discussing my own dream, that he is also being a part and parcel of such weird and dreams and nightmares. He have also gone through the same path where his patients are facing, or the psychological problems or psychological disorders his patients are facing. Sigmund Freud have also faced the same problems. So that's why he could analyze or he could treat the problem much accurately than anyone other else. Okay, my own dreams I was obliged to expose. Obliged means thankful or gratified to expose more of the intimacies. Intimacies of my cycle mind. Intimacies means the closeness. We cannot get into the same part that he was mad, that Sigmund Freud was mad. Never. So, as I told you, that there are many variations of our psychology, that many variations of our brain is there. Okay. Okay. Generally falls to the task. I was obliged to expose more of, expose means to reveal more of the intimacies, the closure of his psychic life than I should like, more so than generally falls to the task of an author who is not a poet but an investigator of nature. So, what does Sigmund Freud means here? That he entitles himself as an author but not a poet. So, what is the difference between an author and a poet? The author specially speaks of the reality which is being, which occurred in the real life or in a practical life, or which is natural. But poet, what does the poet say? The poet uses such fruitful or some decorum type of languages which are which are a source of entertainment for the viewers and the readers, which may be true or may be false. Okay, so in maximum of the poems which we find that it is almost in the world of imagination or fancy, does not have any connection with the reality. Okay. Okay, so now coming to that, the author who is not a poet but an investigator of nature. So here, investigator of nature means the people who is who is a real, who believes in realism or who believes in reality or practicality. Okay, this was painful but unavoidable. That this type of psychic problems or the depression problems are really very painful, are really painful, as well as it's unavoidable. We cannot overcome it as long as we does not discuss with others. So you will be knowing that our elders and people used to say that sharing is caring. I hope everyone agrees with me that sharing is caring. Not only sharing of food, sharing of things, not only that, but sharing of your grief, sharing of your problem can minimize the problem. I'm not saying that it will solve the problem totally, but somehow it will minimize the problem. It will reduce your pain, it will reduce your agony, your misery, your grief stricken multitudes, the person who you are being turning from a normal person to a phobic person. It could help, somehow it could reduce your pain. Okay, so it is the truth. It is also endowed and bestowed in very much relevant in reality, that if we share problems with our family and friends, uh, we will be getting various types of solutions, but somehow it will reduce the burden of your heart and your soul, because you have shared with them. and they are giving you probable solutions, which may be of work, which may not be of work, but it could give you a temporary relief from the problem. Okay, a panacea, a type of remedy to the diseases. Okay, so now coming to that. Okay, hi Abhi Sharma, hi Tripti. Okay, so can anyone please again tell me that my camera is completely visible or not? Okay, okay, so let us proceed. So let us proceed again. Okay, so I hope I am clear up till this pain. This was painful and unavoidable. I hope I am clear up till this. Okay, so I will, after that, I will continue. So, before than that, up till this part, I will give you a brief summary so that it would be okay, Pranay. Thank you, thank you. So, Pranay, am I completely visible? Okay. Okay, so I would give you some of the tips, not only the tips, some summary, the a sum up or the brief of the passage up till which we have revised or we've been reading. Okay, so thing is that we have already spoken about Freud. Now coming to the psychoanalytics theory of Sigmund Freud, we all know that Sigmund Freud have postulated the theory of psychoanalytics in the form in the three stages. That is the ego or the super ego, the ego or the conscious mind, the superego or the subconscious mind, and the ID or the unconscious mind. Okay, so now coming into the summary of the interpretation of the dreams, what Sigmund Freud was actually trying to brief out or actually trying to elucidate. Okay, so let's get into the summary. So, what do you think that in the standard scholarly style, Freud begins that the interpretation of dreams by surveying all sort of scientific, psychological, and pop cultural theories of dreaming. Okay, the variations of dreaming, or maybe the nightmares that came before his own. His goal in the first paragraph was his goal or achievement or his aim. What was his aim actually? Of the book is to survey what's already been said about dreaming so that the readers are well prepared for his own thoughts on the subject. Okay, so he was just briefing about the interpretations. He was not saying anything important in the first part of the paragraph. Okay, so after that we see that the Freud was straightly jump into a specimen dream, that he was giving a sort of an example, maybe his own, maybe his own problems which he was facing, or maybe of his any of his patients. Okay, Freud's detailed interpretation of the dream is a hands-on demonstration of his unique methodology, and he concludes his analysis by the arguing of that his dream of Irma's injection. So here, Irma's injection was his most phobia. So Irma means IRMA. Irma is a name of a person, or maybe he is counselor or a doctor. He had a phobia. I mean, Sigmund Freud had a phobia of injections, of getting hurt. Okay, that's why he always getting nightmares, all sort of weird dreams of the injections, that he is being injected within the dream or within his sleep. He has a total phobia of injections. Okay, Freud does not stop here. Okay, having made this somewhat surprising argument, Freud moves on to the develop it in more detail, and he takes some time to give more examples of dreams. As we said, that maybe is of his patient or his own dreams, what he was facing. Okay. He takes some time to give more examples of dreams that fulfill their dreamers' wishes. Here he sets out to prove that the wish fulfilling aspect of the dream or if Irma's injection was not unique to that dream alone. Okay, so he have many sort of anxiety dreams. It is a type of anxiety, fear anxiety. Freud then turns into a discussion of distortion in dreams. So he was also facing some distortion. Okay, a sort of onslaught or sort of torture in his dreams. Okay, so that was the main problem. So that was the main problem of Sigmund Freud. And so he could analyze the problems of his patients very well because he is going through that thing, right? If we are not facing or if we are not suffering that part, we will not understand the agony or the misery or the grief of our people, right? Do you agree? Okay. So there Freud here insists that distressing dreams are wish fulfillments, but their true meanings are disguised. So Freud here was starting to get some dreams or nightmares, which was very much what I say, wish fulfilling. Suppose he want to become an astronaut. He was dreaming, and he saw in his dream that the dream came true. But in reality, it was not true. So he was telling that some sort of disguise or some sort of extortion was in his dreams, which was very much disturbing. And day by day, he was turning to psychic condition. Okay, so somehow he could overcome all the fears and overcome all the things due to his dedication and perseverance that the willpower, his willpower was very strong that I will not go to that dark world. I will not go to that dark world of depression. I am determined that I will stay, I will fight with the depression. And at the end of the day, I will be invincible to fear. Now I will be invincible to fear. I can overcome all the fears, all by only by my perseverance and my extreme willpower. Okay, okay. So I could see many new faces are there. Hello, Natasha. Hello. Okay. Okay. Hello, Rock Hill. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Previously, my video was stopped. Now, can you please tell me that is my camera working or not now? Okay, I'm trying to switching off my camera again, and then I would turn on so that the issue is somehow it could be fixed or not. I think there may be some network issue due to such closed circuit. I think due to the walls because I'm in a completely closed closed room. I think there is some sort of network issue is there. So anyone please confirm me that whether my video is working or not? Okay, thank you. So let us proceed. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Rockhill. Okay, again, it's not working. Okay. Yeah, yeah, let's continue. I think the video is having a sort is also suffering from such depression. My video is not my camera is also suffering from such psychoanalytic theory. He is also in a subconscious stage, my camera. Anyways, apologies for it, audience. Sorry, there might be some issues, so please forgive me and please go with the text then. Okay. To be sure, I discussed. Okay, where is this was painful, and I had to put up with the inevitable in order to demonstrate the truth of my psychological results at all. So he had to demonstrate that what is actually wrong with him, that why such sort of weird thinkings or weird memories or weird dreams are being coming. He is completely unaware of it. So that's why he needs to experiment and he needs to demonstrate as well. Okay, so let us continue with the thing. I hope everyone have gone through the topic or have those who have joined late. I hope everything is right. I hope everything is all right. You are getting my points. I hope my camera is working. Tripti, can you please confirm that whether my camera is working or not? Can anyone please tell me? Okay, okay, let's see. Let's hope for the best. It works or not. Okay. So we are almost at the end of this passage. Okay, I had to put up with the inevitable in order to demonstrate the truth. So he had to research on it before the demonstration or before the experiment. He had to go through many of the parameters. That's why it's been happening. That's why he is suffering from such sort of nightmares or such sort of psychoanalytic problems. I disguised some of my indiscretions through omissions and substitutions. So what he did, he started an experiment by completely forgetting or completely be oblivious of the fact. Some omissions, he was omitting some of the parts that the things which are being disturbing. He tried to he tried to omit from his mind. Okay, and also substituted with other things, other good things. He substituted the bad things or the bad memories with the good memories. Okay, so this is how he started on his experiment or the research process. Though I feel that this detract from the value of the examples in which they appear, I can only express the hope that the reader of this work, putting himself in my difficult position, will show patience, and also that anyone inclined to take offense at any of the reported dreams will concede freedom of thought, at least to the dream life. So, at the end of the session or end of the passage, the Sigmund Freud is telling his readers that may the readers understand his stability or his stage of mind or in which situation he is being suffering. Okay, at the end of the day, that he all the readers could understand him or could put himself in that himself or herself in that difficult position and could understand the suffering of the author. Okay, will show patience, that the reader should show patience, that why that Sigmund Freud is only speaking of dreams, as only speaking of phobias, only speaking of delusions. Why not other thing? Why only speaking why all his memories and all his discussions are around this delusional process or this psychoanalytical process, why he is not why he is boring us, and he is being so much boring us with the same things, why he is not getting into the other variations. Okay, so that also that anyone inclined to take offense at any of the reported dreams. So inclined. So here the phrase means to take offense at any of the reported dreams. Is means that they will visit any of the counselor that which he was facing, the the problem he was being facing. Okay, reported dreams will concede freedom of thought at least to the dream life. Okay, so that he would try to mend himself that what problem, that what problem was actually going on. Okay, so I hope this is clear up till this. So anyone could please tell me that whether I should provide much of the summary of this. Can anyone please tell me that is everything correct? That everything is being clear with everyone? Should I proceed? Okay, Pranay. Okay, okay. Okay, Pranay. Okay. So now coming to the question and answer part. Okay, so we will, so everyone please do participate with me in the question and answer process. Okay, obviously I will give you hints. I will explain you that what the author was trying to tell in the particular passage or in the particular line. So don't worry, we need to participate. Okay, let us see. Let us see that we could answer it properly or not. Okay, so coming to the question number one. The author can be most accurately described as, so number A is option A, furious and insulted. Number two, defensive and meticulous. Number C, imploring and desperate. And number D, unreliable and suspicious. Okay, audience, I'm waiting. Everyone, please try to participate in this question and answer round. I very well know, Vishal, that my camera was stopped. I think there is some network issue. I know, but I hope my voice is very much clear. Okay, so Tripti is saying the answer is defensive and meticulous. Okay, anyone else? I want more of the options, more of the answers. After that, I will unveil the answer. Okay, thank you, Tripti. That's so sweet of you. Okay, anyone? So let me repeat the question again. The author can be most accurately described as number one, furious and insulted. Number B, defensive and meticulous. Number C, imploring and desperate. And number D, reliable and unreliable and suspicious. So I hope everyone knows the meanings of each and every option. So number one, A and furious and insulted means, furious means very much anger or very much of short tempered, and insulted means a phobia of getting humiliated, okay, or disfemininity. Number B, defensive and meticulous. Defensive means that to defend, protect, or to fortify. And meticulous means that you are giving innumerable explanation in order to defend your answer or in order to defend yourself. Okay. Number C is imploring and desperate. Imploring means the person who is a type of introvert, and desperate. Imploring and desperate, who is being desperate, you may know, reckless. Imploring means who want to do experiment of on his own. Okay. And unreliable means who is not reliable or dependent on any other else person. And suspicious means, who doubts each and every moment. That is the thing. Okay, so I hope anyone is not answering. So yes, Tripti, you are correct. Our correct answer is number B, that is defensive and meticulous. So here in the author has been in each and every point and each and every parameter he been defending himself and his psychic nature, or maybe his dreams or the delusions which was being coming to him. He was defending himself and being meticulous and giving an innumerable theory and innumerable reasons, okay, to protect himself. Yes, so the correct answer is number B of question number 1. So here we go with our question number 2. The author discusses a topic that he plans to pursue in future work. Number A is in the first sentence of the passage, in the last sentence of the passage, in the second paragraph of the passage, and number D in the first and the last paragraphs of the passage. For that, we must scroll up to that very first passage. So please have a thorough reading, my viewers. Please have a thorough reading in this passage. Please have a thorough reading. And then please tell me what is the correct answer. Everyone, everyone, you could participate. It's not necessary that you will be giving only the relevant and the correct answer. It could be wrong, no problem. But there should be you must be a sportsmanship should be there. Okay, don't be a spoil sport. You must be sporty. Please do participate with us in this question and answer round. Okay, so again, let me discuss the other question. The author discusses a topic that he plans to pursue in future work, that he wants to take up as his course. Pursue means take up as his course. So the number A is in the first sentence of the passage. So let us scroll up. So let us see that in attempting to discuss the interpretation of dreams, I do not believe that I have overstepped the bounds of neuropathological interest. So this is the very first sentence of the first passage. And in the second option, we have the last sentence of the passage. So let us go to the last sentence of the passage. I can only express the hope that the reader of this work, putting himself in my difficult position, will show patience, and also that anyone inclined to take offense at any of the reported dreams will concede freedom of thought, at least to the dream life. So this is the second option, option number B. The second option, the last sentence of the passage. Now coming to the second paragraph, that is the C, option number C, in the second paragraph of the passage. So the second paragraph is from while this relationship up till the neurotic characters. So this is the option number C. Okay. And the last option in the first and the last paragraphs of the passage, that whether it could be that from in attempting up till importance, or from the peculiarities up till dream life. So anyone could please answer what would be the correct answer to question number 2, that the author discusses a topic that he plans to pursue in his future work. Can anyone tell me what is the right option here? Can anyone please tell me? Let us see. Okay, hello Nitasha. Hello, do you want to please answer? Do you want to please answer of this question number 2? Okay, Tripti is saying option number C. Okay, so without any further ado, I will unveil the answer. And yes, again, you are correct, Tripti. The correct answer is option number C in the second paragraph of the passage. That means our correct answer is while this relationship makes our subject important, it is responsible also for the deficiencies in this work. Up till these larger issues will be elaborated upon in the future. Very good. Okay. So before going to the third question, I would like to request each and every of my viewers, family, and friends to please like, subscribe, and share this channel as much as possible. Please do like and subscribe this channel to get into the interesting topics. So please like and subscribe. Please hit the like button and subscribe the button, and there will be the notifications will reach you to time to time. Okay, thank you. So let's proceed to the question number 3. Okay, according to the author, studying phobias, obsessions, and delusions is dash, but studying dreams is not. What do you think out of these four answer? Number A, practical. Number B, possible. Number C, useless. Or whether it is number D, easy. So let's scroll into that particular line. So here we go. Here is our line. The dream proves to be the first link in a chain of abnormal psychic structures whose other links, the hysterical phobia, the obsession, and the delusion, much interest in the physician for practical reasons. Okay, and there is also another line. The content of dreams will strive in vain to understand phobias, obsessive and delusional ideas, and likewise their therapeutic importance. So, what do you think in both these lines? What is the author actually trying to brief us? Can anyone tell me? Okay, Tripti is telling option number B. So let us see. So let us see. Anyone? Other people, please try to answer in the comment box. In the comment box below, please try to answer. Okay, anyone, please try to answer to the question number 3, that according to the author studying phobias, phobias means fear, obsession means a type of addiction, a type of psychological addiction, and delusion, it is a idiosyncratic images which is coming in your dreams, which is not at all relatable with the reality. But studying dreams is not. So, according to the author, studying phobias, obsessions, and delusions is dash, but studying dreams is not. Tripti is saying number B, possible. So, what others have to say? Any other person? Please feel free to answer. Doesn't matter if it is wrong or right. We are not in any contest here. We are just in our active participation. People, so hurry up. Please tell me. Okay, so let us unveil the answer. So sorry to disappoint you, Tripti. So the correct answer is here, number A, practical. So according to the author, studying phobias, obsessions, and delusions is practical according to him. According to Sigmund Freud, it is practical. But studying dreams is not practical. Okay. So the right answer was practical, question number 3. So let us get into question number 4. When he uses the phrase the inevitable in lines 48 to 49, the author is referring to. So let us get into the options first. Then we will go to the line. Number A, the fact that he had to publish some of his own dreams which made him uncomfortable. The idea that all dreams contain significant meaning. The gradual loss of detail in what one can remember about a dream. The discomfort that everyone feels when discussing dreams with other people. So let us go into the lines 48 to 49. Okay, so here we go. So this was painful. So from this was painful till up till psychological results at all. So here is the word inevitable. I think everyone is seeing the word inevitable. So what does this word actually means in this line? What is Sigmund Freud trying to tell us in this particular line? That this was painful but unavoidable. That we could feel the pain, but it is not, it cannot be recovered, or we cannot avoid it. We have to face the challenges of depression at the psychoanalytics in order to I had to put up with the inevitable in order to demonstrate the truth of my psychological results at all. So what do you think, what would be the correct answer to question number 4? Whether be number A, B, C and D. Audience and viewers, please try to participate. Doesn't matter if it is wrong or right, everyone could actively participate in this session. There is no such phobia of scores. You must not get into phobia or delusion like Sigmund Freud in the passage. Likewise, my camera is under some unconscious stage or maybe in some phobia right now. That's why sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. The camera is totally being influenced by Sigmund Freud's interpretations of the theory. Okay. Okay, so guys, please answer. What would be the right answer to question number 4? So let us again. Okay. Yeah, that's really funny. Okay, so let us go to that. Go to the line. This was painful but unavoidable. So what does this word inevitable means in this particular sentence? Please, anyone could tell me. I have scrolled up to the options. Please look at it and please try to participate and please write your answer in the comment box. Okay, Tripti is saying number D, the discomfort that everyone feels when discussing dreams with other people. Not really. He was not speaking in this context regarding that. He was speaking of his own pain, that it was unavoidable and he had to put up with the inevitable in order to demonstrate the truth of my. He was speaking of his. Okay, so he haven't, at the most, how much we know that he haven't discussed his problems, I mean Sigmund Freud's problems, with any of the psychologists or neither of any of the counselor. He had overcome his fear with the perseverance by his own willpower, by his own perseverance and by his own caliber, without anyone's help. So the number D is incorrect. Sorry to disappoint you, Tripti. So the right answer of question number 4 is number A. The fact that he had to publish some of his own dreams, which made him uncomfortable because he had to put him into that uncomfortable position or such sort of phobic position that he had to reveal or he had to share some of the disturbing images or disturbing problems he was suffering from, that everyone is knowing his secret. He is thinking that it is a drawback for a psychologist or a doctor. Okay, that people might think that the doctor is psycho or he is mad, mental. Okay, so he was such sort of conflict was going on. So that sort of the fact that he had to publish some of his own dreams. So whatever in this context, he have been publishing or he have been telling in the entire passage. So maximum was of Sigmund Freud's himself only rather than his patients. In some of the parts, he was disguising in the name of his patients. Actually, the problem was belonging to him only. Okay, so that is the thing. So now, switching to question number 5. The author could not rely upon the dreams related in scientific literature because number A, the author could not be sure if material had been changed in or censored from them. Number B, the author needed to interview people himself in order to discuss their emotional reactions to their dreams. Number C, no work of scientific literature had discussed dreams at the time the author began to his study. And number D, the author does not give a reason for this in the passage, but says that the rest of his work explains why this is the case. So, scientific literature, the author could not rely upon the dreams related in scientific literature because, so let us scroll up into the first paragraph. So, here we could find our answer. Okay, from up till this to up till undesirable complication. Psychoanalytic treatment. So, here from this part up till this, here lies our answer. So everyone, please try giving the answer number 5. So let me scroll down into the options again. The author could not rely upon the dreams related in scientific literature because number A, the author could not be sure if material had been changed in or censored from them. The author needed to interview people himself in order to discuss their emotional reactions to their dreams. No work of scientific literature has discussed dreams at the time the author began his study. The author does not give a reason for this in the passage, but says that the rest of his work explains why this is the case. So, what do you think? As I told you that in this portion, our answer lies. Please, please try to answer in the comment box, each and every person. Only Tripti is answering and no one is answering. Please, please be a little sporty. Okay, anyone? Please try to give answer to question number 5. Number 5. Please, anyone, please try. Yeah, it's quite difficult. Okay, Pranay is saying option number B. The author needed to interview people himself in order to discuss their emotional reactions to their dreams. Okay, many more answers, one or two, then I will unveil the answer. Please try to participate, viewers. Please don't just only view, please be actively, please participate. Okay, so none of them are answering. So let me unveil the answer. So the correct answer would be number D. The author does not give a reason for this in the passage but says that the rest of his work explains why this is the case. So here, as I told you that here, psychoanalytic treatment, I was restrained from utilizing material derived from my patient's dreams by the fact that during their treatment, the dream processes were subjected to an undesirable complication. So here lies our correct answer. Okay, so here lies our correct answer that the author does not give a reason for in the passage but says that the rest work explains why this is the case. Okay, so now coming back to question. So before coming to question number 6, everyone please do like, subscribe, and share my channel in order to get more and more innovative and interesting topics and discussions from us. Okay, so please hit the like button and please do subscribe. So here we go with question number 6. In the third paragraph, what does the author tell us about the omissions and substitutions he made when discussing his own dreams in the work that follow the passage? So, number A, option number A, he is not responsible for this. First, adjusted examples would be more useful that had been more useful had they remained unadjusted. Number C, he was forced to make this or journals would not accept this work. He is glad that he had the opportunity to reconsider his initial presentation of his dreams. So, what do you think? What would be the correct answer to question number 6? So, let us get straight into that line where omissions and substitutions are being discussed in the passage. So, here we go. I discussed some of my indiscretions, though omissions and substitutions, though I feel that these detract the value of the examples in which they appear. So, what do you think that which things are being omitted and being substituted? What do you think? Are those the phobias? Are those the delusions? Or are those the obsessions? What do you think? Please try to answer, people. So we are almost in the verge of wrapping up the session. So please try to actively participate in the session in our last question and answer round. So please try. What would be the correct answer? So again, I'm scrolling down to the answers. Number A, he is not responsible for this. That means Sigmund Freud is not responsible for the omissions and the substitutions when in concern of discussing his own dreams. His editors are. He feels that the adjusted examples would be more useful had they remained unadjusted. He was forced to make this or journals would not accept his work. So I think that this C is not at all relevant. So it's completely a vague type of option. It is completely out of this league. Out of this league option is there. And number D, he is glad that he had the opportunity to reconsider his initial presentation of his dreams. So, what do you think, viewers? Please feel free to answer in the comment box. Please type any of the options under A, B, C, and D. I would like to tell that C is not at all relevant. So step out of option number C because it's not at all related with with the entire passage. It is nothing to do and it is completely illogical. Illogical option number C. So, what do you think? Viewers, please try and answer. Okay, Tripti is saying option number B. Option number B, he feels that the adjusted examples would be more useful had they remained unadjusted. Yes, so the correct answer is number B, and Tripti, you are again correct. So the correct answer is number B, that he feels that the adjusted examples would be more. Yeah, Pranay, yeah. Oh, Pranay was saying number A. Okay. So I have unveiled the answer already. Sorry. You are a bit late. Nothing, nothing to worry. Next time you will always are free to comment. Okay. He is not responsible for this. It is not correct. So he feels that the adjusted examples would be more useful had they remained unadjusted. So number B is the correct answer. So Tripti is correct. So up till that was the end of our question and answer round. And thanks for such a lovely and incredible audience. Thanks for all of your support, your comments, and your actively participation. So it's time already to wrap up our session, and stay tuned for my next live, which will be on 3rd August. Okay, with again the reading passage, and stay tuned for that. And tomorrow will be another lively session again on the 2nd of August by Ronak sir. So please stay tuned in the same channel for so please like and subscribe and share this channel with all your families and friends. From till now, I'm signing off. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a nice dinner. It's time to wrap up the session, and link uh, the link is being shared in the description box of this video. Please do check out for the next session and for the next live session. So viewers, please do subscribe, and please do check the link in the given in the description box. So it's now time to say goodbye, good night, each and every person. Thanks for being a lovely audience and for your active participation. Bye bye, everyone. Have a nice day, and extremely apologize for my camera again. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. See you. Goodbye. Okay, so now it's time to wrap up the session. Thank you. Bye.